Good morning, everyone. So good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for being here to join in our county government. At this time, I'll call our Paulding County January 25th work session to order. And if you got some type of device, you might turn that off. And I'd like the marshal to bring the list forward, please, sir. We're looking around the room to see if Pastor John McBurrows is hiding back there with the sheriff somewhere. But I'm sure whatever he's doing, it's extremely important. I mean that in all seriousness. But I'm going to ask our county attorney, Jason Phillips, if he would lead us in invocation and pledge to the flag. Stand if you're able.
Dear Lord, we just come to you now and we ask you to bless this group in this room. Lord, help these commissioners to just have your divine guidance in the decisions they make. Help their decisions to be consistent with decisions you would make, Lord. Father, you've gathered your money from the taxpayers, and we just ask for your guidance on how to use it wisely. Bless these folks. Bless those that respond in the time of crisis because they're the government, that help out when no one else will. Help them to be safe and help them to do their jobs in a way that represents you and to the best of their ability. I ask these things in the name of your Son, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much, Jason. The minutes of the January 11th, 2022 work session are available. Also, the minutes of the regular board meeting minutes on January 11th are available for your review. We have under Team Paulding in the announcement section this morning a facility that I haven't seen yet and look forward to seeing it. Our Traffic Operations Division has a new emergency room.
My name is Stephen Foy, and I am Paulding County's Traffic Operations Manager for Paulding County DOT. I do traffic studies. I oversee the guys that maintain all the markings, all the signs, all the traffic signals. I'm here in the Traffic Management Center. This is a new $3.3 million project that was 80% funded by GDOT. This project was a SPLOST project, and it was also a project through GDOT and Federal Highway DOTs. So it was a combination of those two funding sources that allowed us to be where we're at today with it. Basically, we help to keep the roads safe, help to maintain who has the right of way, keep traffic flowing. Like I said, we do studies to see whether or not a new traffic signal is needed, see if there's other improvements can be done, whether it be signs, markings, or anything of that nature, rumble strips, different things. And we also do studies in coordination with GDOT to help get projects done even on state routes, also to get state funding for projects that can be used on local roads. We secured in the last few years over $800,000 worth of grants through this office with the studies we've done. So that's just another way we've made use of the information that we collect and analyze here regularly. This room is connected to 19 miles of 144 pair fiber that allows us to see eventually 47 cameras. We've got about 27 cameras hooked up now to 27 signalized intersections. We can see real time what's going on in the field. We can make adjustments to the timing to help traffic be routed around if there is an accident, and make adjustments to the signal as needed. The greatest thing that we do, in my opinion, is to keep these roads safe. I mean, really, safety is the ultimate goal. Yeah, everybody wants to get there fast. It's been a real challenge during COVID for whatever reason, people are driving faster than ever. And all the studies, not just from us, just nationwide, show it too. I challenge you to look at other counties and what those signs look like versus the signs we got here in Paulding County. It's better here than it is other counties. And I'm proud of that.
Good job, Jeff Harkins and your team. Sheriff Gull, did you notice Ashley Gulick speeding through that intersection? Okay, good deal. Let's see what's next. We have no invited guests or bid awards. We're delighted to have Ms. Mary Carol Sheffield here, our County Extension Coordinator, and her right-hand lady, Kristen, to bring us an update.
For young kids, kind of aimed at like the 3 to 7 year old age range, but we're also initiating a junior master gardener program for 3rd through 5th graders as well. That'll be kind of a tag on to some of the 4-H programming that we do, but also a tie to our master gardener programming. So it's been a great year. You have a little printout in your folder that has kind of our highlights of the year. Those are just a few of the things that master gardeners and Kristen have been up to. We also did a Journeyman farmer training this year in collaboration with a nearby county, but we hosted a good portion of it here in the county. We did a farm tour at a small ruminant farm here. So small ruminants, if you aren't familiar, that's like goats and sheep. So that was a great program. We got about 20 people certified for Journeyman Farmer through that program, and they got business training and hands-on farm management training. And this year we're doing it again, but instead of small ruminant, for the coming year we're going to do small fruit and vegetable. And I'm working with the Department of Ag to get us on board to do some egg handling certification, because I know that we have some folks with backyard flocks who would like to sell all their quantity of eggs at market, which market's going to open in April. I'm pretty excited about that. On the flip side, you can see our 4-H program continues to be really busy, and I was just talking with some of our colleagues here who have students who are in our archery program that went to the state indoor meet on Saturday and had a great time. We even had one of our 4-Hers placed first in his category, which is pretty impressive at a state match. We're pretty excited about that. I think that's maybe the first time we've had a first place shooter at a state indoor match. And we also on Saturday did our public speaking contest in the county, and we have more public speaking contests coming up for our kids. So we're super active, super excited. Our agent, Josie Davis, has on tap for the coming year creating an outdoor ambassador program, which is really exciting and I think fits really well with our environment and our goals here in Paulding County. So I appreciate your support, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
My question would be, why don't you come twice a year instead of once a year?
Oh, you sign me up. Tell me when. I'll come back.
And one of our commissioners has problems keeping his bull in the fence. Do you have any instruction for that?
We'll talk later.
Anybody else got any funny remarks?
When I was at ACCG in, I think it was November, I stopped by the booth and they asked me where I was from, and I said Paulding County. Oh, you have Mary Carroll. We love Mary Carroll.
Well, I love you guys, so thank you for making my job easier and helping me impress people on the other side. I appreciate it.
Well, they're impressed.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. No one signed up or no one is requested to speak on agenda items. Under the consent agenda, we have several items. Number 2 is to approve a 1-year renewal of the existing contract services agreement for the Paulding County Kiosk Program. Number 3 is to adopt probate court job classification for the court coordinator, and the administrative assistant. Number 4 is to adopt district attorney's job classification for investigator gang unit and the assistant director attorney gang unit, and to approve 2 additional full-time positions for this unit. Number 5 is to adopt fire job classification for the fire chief, EMA director, assistant, for the EMA director and the assistant EMA director. Number 6 is to approve the request to retire surplus the Deputy Eric Fabick's service weapon Glock Model 21, serial number TYN 884, $469 value. Number 7 is to approve the request to retire surplus Detective Robert Kirkham's service weapon Glock Model 21, serial number YN 990, $469 value. And number 8 is to approve the request to retire surplus Detective Thomas Cochran's service weapon Glock Model 21, serial number TYN 884, also valued at $469. Item 9 is to adopt Resolution 22-03, establishing the qualifying fees for local offices and authorizing the publication of the same. And I would ask the commissioners if they want to put any of these consent agenda items into the new business section. Hearing none, they'll stay consent agenda items, and we'll move on to old business. We have no old business this morning. Under new business, item number 10 is to discuss action to adopt Resolution 22-02, a resolution requesting the withdrawing of the Paulding County Post-Commission districts. Requesting the redrawing of the Paulding County Post-Commission districts. And I'm going to ask County Attorney Jason Phillips to fill us in on that.
All right, commissioners, and I believe there's going to be a graphic on the screen. There it is. All right, so let me start out with this. County is divided into 4 post districts, all right? And the concept is that each of the 4 districts has a relatively equal number of citizens. So that would mean each post commissioner represents approximately the same number of citizens. So what happens is every time there is a census, every 10 years, we have to look to see what the new county population is and then rebalance the post districts so that those districts that have more people living in them as they did 10 years prior, and those that have fewer people than they did 10 years prior, all get rebalanced. So as a result of the 2020 census, the county population was 168,000 people. You take 168,000 and you divide it by 4, and it's approximately 40,000 people per post. Various commissioners and staff have met on at least 2 occasions now with Ms. Gina Wright. She is the Executive Director for the Legislative and Congressional Reapportionment Office for the Georgia General Assembly downtown at the Capitol. We've looked at the maps. The commissioners have talked. We have rebalanced the maps, and what you see on there is the proposal for what the new district maps should look like for the next 10 years. What will happen here, there's a resolution before you for the approval of these maps, and assuming that it is approved, it will be transmitted downtown, and our legislative delegation will submit it or make variations as they deem fit for consideration and approval before the General Assembly as a whole. Be glad to answer any questions you might have. And just to say, most of the districts are very similar to what they were before. You've seen some. I think that starting with the top, post 1, which is in blue, there's kind of that bulb right at the top going into the green area. That has been added to post 1. and taken from post 4, which is green. If you go down into post 3, which is yellow, there have been various modifications along both the blue border and the pink border. I think we've added some from post 3 into post 2 and added some from post 1 into post 3. I'll be happy to answer any questions, and I do have some graphics in case anybody's interested as to what the old maps look like.
Good job, Jason. New business number 11 is to discuss action to authorize the chairman to sign the lease agreement and consent with SBA to extend the cell tower lease known as Cochrane Ridge, located at 624 Coppermine Road until 2057. This one's located in post 4, and Ms. Tabitha Pollard is available to explain.
Good morning. These items, 11 and 12, are very similar. One is at Coppermine and the other one is at Paulding Meadows. Usually when we have cell tower lease, those leases are for extended periods of time, 25 to 30 years. This one was 25 years. It was originally done in 2002, 2003, so it's renewing in about 2028. So this is asking for a 25-year extension. In the 2002-2003 time frame, we didn't ask for revenue share, and this allows us a 25% revenue share. So when Verizon or some other carrier attaches an antenna to that cell tower, we'll get whatever they're paying. 25% of that lease payment will come back to Paulding. That will take effect with this renewal. So in the renewal date in 2028 is when that becomes effective. This includes that the rent actually goes up on that date as well, and then it has a 15% escalator for every 5 years. And they both provide a signing bonus of $60,000 each, so due upon signing of the lease, and that's to make up for some of the revenue share that we didn't receive, and it is to get us through to the 2028 date to the increase actually becomes effective. So unless you have any questions.
Like Taylor.
If I could, excuse me, please add one thing. Just so you all know, Tabitha is an expert at a lot of things, all right? We have, in this case, a consultant which basically negotiates cell tower leases for governments throughout the state. I believe they contract with the Georgia Municipal Association, and they also provide this services to ACCG members. So we've got somebody who focuses in on this and is an expert on how to negotiate these leases. So I think we're in good hands.
And as Tabitha said, number 12 is almost a mirror of number 11, discuss action to authorize the chairman to sign the lease agreement and consent with SBA to extend the cell tower lease known as Ellsbury, located at Paulding Meadows. And this would be through 2058, located in post 4. Anything special about that one, Tabitha? Oh. Thank you very much. That is the conclusion of regular business this morning. No one has signed up for non-agenda items. And would ask any of the commissioners if they have anything they want to advertise, publicize, celebrate, or declare. Seeing none, we have need for executive session to discuss real estate, and I'll entertain a motion that we adjourn for that reason.
Make a motion to go into real estate. I mean, executive session for real estate.
I have a motion to adjourn by Commissioner Stover. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Caker. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And thank you for being here, and we stand adjourned. complete, and call the regular session back to order and ask if there are any motions that the board needs to consider.
Make a motion to add approval of a real estate contract with the Noonday Baptist Association for the purchase of a new fire station parcel on Old Cartersville Road consisting of approximately 3 acres, $450,000.
So I have a motion to put this on the 7 o'clock meeting,
Yes.
and is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Hart. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries 5-0, and I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned by Commissioner Caker. I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned.